When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Join the fight with me against heteropatriarchy, consumer society. Join the fight with me. When I was young, I fell in love. I asked my sweetheart, what lies ahead? Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Join the fight with me against heteropatriarchy, consumer society. Join the fight with me. Now I have children of my own. They ask their mother, what will there be? Will there be lasers? Will I get cake? I tell them tenderly, join the fight with me against heteropatriarchy, consumer society. Join the fight with me. Join the fight.
It's just a wonderful space to come into. It's very, very welcoming. You can just, arrange to meet people here, wander in, sit down. It's very comfortable. The exhibition's always free. There's always something to look at. The core of it is the Fawcett collections, really, all the materials that belong to Fawcett.
We are a gentle, angry people, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are a gentle, angry people, and we are singing, singing for our lives.
We are a land of many colours.
We are a land of many colours, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are a land of many colours, and we are singing, singing for our lives.
The collection was donated to Guildhall. And then London Metropolitan took over lots of different educational institutions. So the Women's Library sort of came to them by default, really. And then they got this Heritage Lottery grant about 10, 12 years ago, 4.2 million, to build this wonderful building to house the collections, not just the Fawcett collections, but numerous other women and organisations had donated.
Well, I knew that I was different, not quite what they were hoping. I tried to stay hush, but my closet fell open. I came right out the door. Now I'm stronger than before. Before this all went down, I'm gonna do my best to come out. Nothing's gonna stop me short of turning the lights out. I reckon it's today my turn to speak and to listen.
There's this whole wave of young feminists who have quite different concerns from what ours were. We were very much campaigning on abortion, equal pay, not having husbands do your tax returns, all this sort of stuff, which I think by and large we have won, the legislative side. The younger feminists seem to be most concerned with everyday sexism, the porn, the objectification of women, a lot more around that sort of thing.
As we go marching, marching in the beauty of the day, a million darkened kitchens, 1,000 airlofts grey are touched with all her radiance that the sudden sun discloses. For people hear us singing, bread and roses, 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 bread and roses.
It's designed for exactly what's in it, so why move it? It just seems extraordinary. London Metropolitan decided back in March that they didn't want it anymore. They think they've been through a bidding process. It's not what I would describe as a bidding process. You know, the criteria were very unclear, very rushed. They moved goalposts during the bidding process. And at the end of the bidding process, they had one bidder left, which would tell you something, you'd think, wouldn't you, that you hadn't done it right. And we were lobbying them to say, look, just stop this. Let's do this again properly. There are loads of people you haven't consulted. There are lots of organisations you haven't asked to bid that might be interested in forming a consortium to keep the building. And they just weren't interested in discussing it, and they agreed to let LSE have it. Well, LSE are delighted, of course. You know, there's lots of free goodies for their library. And they've told us they've no interest in the building at all. It's too remote, is what they said. And Heritage Lottery Fund have gone along with it, which we find most peculiar as well, because they gave all these millions of pounds 10 years ago, and now they're saying, oh, all right then. It's just a very open and welcoming space to be, and we all feel if the books go to LSE that we're going to lose that, really. That's never going to be the same. At the moment, the whole thrust of the campaign is trying to get LSE to talk to us by whatever means possible. So by writing letters, by getting MPs and politicians and academics and whoever we can to write to LSE to try and embarrass them really into agreeing to meet with us and to discuss the issue. This belongs into our hamlets, we live here, we want it here, we don't want it going to this remote place in heaven.